Good morning, and welcome to Good Morning Success with Nicole and
Demario.
Okay, so happy Thursday, you all. We are going to give our viewers time to join. This is a daily morning talk show that is for daily inspiration for the driven.
That's right.
Now, who is the driven, Demario?
Everyone who gets up and wants to be above average.
That's right. Are you above average? So right now, we are getting ready to talk. Good morning, Tammy. Welcome to Good Morning Success, honey. I hope you are on your start to a great day. Hey, hey. We're going to give an opportunity for our viewers to join. We are so excited that we have loyal, faithful viewers. Tammy is joining. Now, people love to share this, so share this with a friend. It's going to be funny. It's going to be entertaining. Right, Demario?
I was just thinking about it.
What? Tammy said I'm driving.
Was I still mad at you and Tammy?
No, you wasn't mad at us. Me and Tammy are in your good graces, right, Tammy? We're cool.
I think I remember being I've been mad at y'all for 2 days now. Right?
Oh, Tammy didn't say she's driving. She's saying she's driven. Yes, Tammy, love you. But no,
I've been mad at y'all about 2 days.
No, you're not mad at us, honey.
But I'm just saying, if it was 2 days, then I let y'all go.
We made up.
If it been less than 48 hours, I don't know. I got a rule.
So listen, Demario and I are here. We are here to inspire you. We are here to motivate you if that's possible. And we are here to help you get through your day. We always start this show off by talking about what we're doing today, right?
Yes.
First of all, can I get a cheers, my tea to your coffee? And one thing I have to say about what we're going to start doing is one of our good viewers, Peter Proctor out of Alabama, had a great idea. So starting in June, we're not going to start it yet, but as you guys notice on this show, we're always drinking, right? I drink tea, Demario drinks his coffee. And so what we're going to start doing is we're going to be asking business owners and people to send in their coffee cups to us. We'll give you that address. And when you send in a coffee mug with your business name or your business logo, we will be drinking your coffee mug, drinking out of it, and talking a little bit about your business as well. Tammy says, don't let the sun go down on your wrath.
Don't let the sun go down on me.
Oh, gosh. That face, though, you was feeling that.
I was about to be a mad country singer.
See what you did, Tammy?
But, we're reaching, actually, you might as well say we're hitting 1,000 people per week.
Yes.
So, therefore, your brand.
Yes, your
with
brand.
our brand.
Yes.
Equals money in hand.
Yes. Money in the pocket. And so
money in hand. Should I get paid for that too?
Yeah, that money in the hand, money in the pocket. But listen, thank you to Peter Proctor who gave us that fabulous idea. He noticed that we were always drinking tea and coffee. And Tammy also sent your book. I would love to talk about your book. So I'm just saying.
We can read it.
We can read a juicy excerpt. Well, I don't know if Tammy is the juicy excerpt. Tammy is great. Tammy, and you can write what you do too as an author. Tammy is great at managing these campaigns where she collects, she gets co-authors, people to contribute to the writing process. So she picks a compelling topic. I think one was called Letters to My Father, if I'm not mistaken. I was actually going to be on that one, but I got super busy and didn't meet the deadline. But Tammy's great at that. So let's talk about what we have going on today. We always kick the show off here at Good Morning Success. We talk about what we have on our schedule, and then we ask you what you have on your schedule. So I'm going to let my wonderful partner and mate, Demario, talk about what we have on our schedule. While we're doing that, please type in the notes down there what you've got on your calendar today.
Well, today we're going to be hitting the road for a second to go handle some business.
Okay, some business.
And
okay.
After that, it's basically internal building. With the later on session with the one and only Terry Budget.
Yes.
With
yes.
Alpha Success.
Yes.
And
well, there's
we got some.
Yeah, that's okay.
We got some top secret stuff in there too.
Well, top
secret.
secret.
Can't tell you.
So there's actually Terry Budget will be. He's probably going to be joining us shortly with Alpha Success.
We got a 10 o'clock.
Yep, we have a 10 o'clock with someone who is a veteran-owned business. Shout out to the veteran-owned businesses. Demario, by the way, is a veteran. Thank you, my love, for serving our country.
No problem.
And
yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Also, speaking of you, I just wanted to take a moment to thank you and your genius. Recently, we've had some happy clients who have been excited with their digital marketing campaign, and because of the strategies that you designed and built for them, they have received tons more new clients in a very short period of time. So I wanted to just take time out to let you know that I think you're smart, You're handsome.
Thank you.
You're attractive. Oh my goodness.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. So
I would like to take this time
oh
to
my gosh.
thank all of my friends and clients
Lord.
and everyone who believes in digital marketing, because you know that's my passion, and I'm glad that you're getting results. And to my love, thank you for nominating me for such a success with Grow Getter Digital.
So
this one for you. We did it, baby.
So I'm sure somebody has just tuned in for the first time. It's like, what the heck?
I know, right? It's Thursday. It's been raining all week.
Right.
No sun. Start messing with your mind.
Right. So some of the things. Good morning, Jody. Welcome to Good Morning Success. So some of the things we have on our plate that we didn't mention is we're going to be helping this new veteran stand up his business. He needs a cost benefit analysis and he needs some other stuff. But then I cannot say this new client's name, but I am so excited. I showed you guys a sneak peek of her work yesterday. Look on my page. You'll see a process map that I built for her. She's going to be taking her business to the next level by going into the corporate market. And not only is she going into corporate, honey, but she's going to be looking to do a tour and to partner with some major strategic partners across the U.S. And I'm helping to build her vision and her plan. We are on session 3 today. And on session 3, I'm going to make her define her values. A lot of people forget to define the values of your company, but even if you're just a person and you're a working professional listening to this, what are your values? If a key person asks you, so tell me, what are your values? What do you stand for? You need to be prepared to state 4 or 5 values. So make sure you're thinking about your value statements. That's one of the things I'll be doing with her. So, yeah.
And lastly, shout out to Vicky and Karen.
Yay!
For Be Dynamic 365.com. BeDynamic365.com. Go check it out.
Yes.
Wonderful ladies having some beautiful social media marketing results.
Yes.
Made my day yesterday.
They
Shout out.
They're getting tons of engagements based on the campaign that you ran. I don't even think it had been 30 days.
No,
you ran the campaign.
We're still in the A/B testing mode, and they're already getting money in the pocket.
And let me tell you,
that's serious.
It's so serious.
Social media marketing is serious.
It really is, but you have to have a strategy. It can't just be as simple as just throwing some stuff up on a post.
No, you gotta know.
It doesn't work like that.
You gotta know some stuff.
That's what you're good at. Let me say this, you guys. It's really easy for people to give you a testimonial about an experience. There are 2 types of testimonials. There is a experience testimonial. That means, hey, I went and got my nails done and the people were so nice to me. They were so sweet. They gave me cucumber water, right? That's an experience testimonial. But then there is a results testimonial, totally different. A results testimonial are the money testimonials. Those are the testimonials where you come back and you say, as a result of getting my nails done at this place, they lasted for over 4 weeks. They didn't scratch. They didn't scar. I got tons of, compliments. And as a result, I got a job as a nail model, a hand model, right? I'm just saying, so it's the result. Am I smelling good, babe? You better stop it, boy. Stop it. You better
here,
stop it.
I couldn't even concentrate. I was like, digital marketing.
Good morning, LaPronda.
Good God, smelling good.
Good morning, LaPronda.
Smell like an old fruit basket over here.
Oh my goodness, would you stop? Our viewers are going to just, okay. Anyway, so the results testimonial is what we are after. Now, Tammy said that what she's going to get done today is she's doing some nursing assessments, sending out some press releases, and sending a book for editing. Wow, Superwoman, you are doing it today.
What's that
honey?
You put on your hair?
Honey, it is a mixture. It is a potent mixture that I made in our kitchen.
Have you ever smelled good smelling hair?
Oh my gosh, would you stop?
Okay, keep on. People have. They got that smell.
Okay, so
I'm trying to concentrate on what we're talking about,
Jody,
and the fragrance keep coming over here. And
just stop.
I'm like, your hair just can't.
Jody, Jody, you're gonna mess around, and one of these are gonna fall now. Jody. So, Jody, what do you have on your agenda today? LaPronda, what do you have on your agenda today? So let us know. We always talk about what's on the agenda, what are you looking to get accomplished, and we kind of talk through it. Tammy, one thing I want to say about the editing of the book. Can I speak on that for 1 second, Tammy? So we share with you a little bit that Tammy is a co-author. Good morning, Jody. Let us know what you got on your agenda today. On your agenda, what's your game plan? Tammy, with you being an author, comment below if you agree with this. So I wrote 2 books myself, full editing or full writing and editing. And I found, Tammy, that the worst thing an author can do is try to edit at the same time as write. the book. Do you agree with this? It is the worst thing in the world. This is the number one reason why people don't finish their book, is because they start writing it and editing it at the same time, and it slows you up. It can even make you say, you know what? Just forget this. The editing should be a completely separate job. It's the reason why in the music business, ask Demario, right? The singer lays down the track, and then after she or he lays it down, and then it's a separate task to go back and edit it, isn't it?
Yes, separate task. Sometimes we got to just get you away from it.
Completely.
You're too close to you start having second thoughts.
Completely.
Changing up words and stuff.
And you'll never finish it. And I know, I'm a singer, you're a musician. Haven't you seen it where songs never make it?
I got a whole
bunch.
rack of them. But you know, I started writing a book too. You made a great point. I started writing a book years ago called I Live Life Too Fast.
Yes, you told me about this.
Yes, I never did finish that book because I realized I wasn't dead yet. So,
honey, what does that mean?
But it's supposed to be about my life, and I couldn't write it while I was still living it. So,
no. Can I?
I was like, I came to a chapter, and I was like, well, what do we say here? Because we're up to present day time.
I'm gonna tell you how you do that, because I did that with my book, Grow For It. So, Grow For It is a business book. Good morning, you all. Good morning, Alicia. Good morning, Indigo from Atlanta. I know Indigo. That back in my poet days when I was a spoken word artist, went by the name Coffee. Anyway, we'll talk. Don't look it up. Anyway, but my point is this. When that happens, like with the book Grow For It was designed to tell people how to achieve success through business, okay? And you know how I always talk about, you don't have to make it all the way to the end before you write the book. You can write it in the phases, because success happens in different phases. Right? Success is not about the end state. It's about the journey and the wins along the way. So what I say to people is, good morning, you guys. Thanks for joining. So what I say to people is, remember I told you, if you graduated the 5th grade and now you're in 6th grade, you're qualified to teach someone how to pass the 5th grade. Okay, so you can write a book about my life in 5th grade. Now, it doesn't mean that you've made it to high school yet. It doesn't mean you even made it to 8th grade. Right? You know, we always talk about that. So feel free to start the book and keep people compelled to keep coming back reading the next chapter.
Yeah, chapter 12 in my book is going to be off the chain. But you're not going to get it till I'm about 80.
All right, so Kimberly says, now remember, you guys, this is an every morning show where we talk about what's on our agenda and what's on your agenda. Type in the comments below. Kimberly says, training, new call center agent, new hire, developing Facebook ads for clients, examine ad test results. Going to be a good day. Yes, Kimberly, you're talking Demario's language.
That's what's up. And
Kimberly, what do you do?
How do you feel about those Facebook ads? I'm thinking the conversion rate is too low to even be using them nowadays. PPC is the way to go. I'm just saying.
Well, Kimberly, talk about it. Kimberly might know something that we don't know. So.
I'm not feeling it.
Well, that's okay.
I'm just saying. I've been having this conversation with other marketers, and we've just been trying to really figure out, is Facebook ad campaigns worth the money versus conversion? Not saying that they don't put you out there, but the conversion.
Kimberly, okay, marketing consultant. Kimberly,
bam, Kim.
Thank you. Who's your niche market, Kimberly? Let me tell you, this is a show. Let me set all of you guys up for those of you who are new. We've been running this show for maybe a month, a little over a month now, and with our faithful audience, we're going to talk about it in a second, Terry. With our faithful audience, we have referred new business, right? We've referred probably 3 of our everyday constant followers brand new business. We've connected, we've worked together. So the Good Morning Success audience, you guys, it's good to let us know what you do, because we connect with you outside of here. By the way, Kimberly, check us out at www.what'sYourSecretSauce.com. We would love to learn a little bit more about who is your audience, where are you located, and maybe how we could partner on some things.
Yeah, and Terry, pay-per-click ad. Go check it out. It's nice. But the crazy thing...
Well, tell Terry a little bit more about it, though, pay-per-click ads. Because you told me something that blew my mind.
Well, it's pay-per-click ads.
What, honey? No.
You throw the ads out there, and you pay every time someone clicks on it. You just got to read about it. Because
and y'all say I don't let him talk. This is what Demario taught me about pay-per-clicks the other day, and I was surprised as a business owner. He said you have to be careful with pay-per-clicks, because if you pay, I think you said $1 per click, and 1,000.
If you sign up for the wrong campaign, next thing you know, your pockets will be hit, and you still won't have conversion.
Right.
But the crazy thing about that is thinking about Karen and Vicky's campaign.
And then Indigo, what's on your agenda today? Alicia, what's on your agenda?
The organic reach was small by the analytical data.
Yeah.
But the conversion rate was large.
J.R. Bird, good morning.
So therefore, by analytical data, I was sitting there like, oh man, we're doing some organic testing.
Talk about it.
And I didn't like the numbers because we wasn't reaching a lot. But then they called and said, hey, I think they didn't have called twice in less than 30 days. So we've been booked. Thank you. And I'm like, well, if we hit 50 people, and out of 50 people, 2 of them put $1,200 each in your pocket.
Right.
I'm starting to second guess some of these ad campaigns and starting to go with the organic reach based on your algorithms and the people that you are already connected to.
Okay, but let's set it up because some of them came in late. So here's what we're referring to, you all. We have multiple clients, but there's a speaking duo client named Dynamic Impact Speakers. They worked first with me on developing their new brand for this year, and then we transitioned them to the digital marketing strategy, which is Demario's side of the house. And in doing so, they were very hands-off. They were like, hey, you own it, you take it. They told us, because we always get a snapshot of what their goals are for the digital marketing side. So we got in, and compared to some other campaigns that we ran that were high numbers, high engagement, right? Now, high engagement and high, engagement, well, it doesn't always mean dollars.
Yes,
though.
that's
and
right.
And so what happened is that, and I know you just shut me up anytime. I'm just explaining what you said. Boy, I knew you were going to say it.
But we'll cut to the chase.
Okay.
Based on, that's why there's no one size fit all for your digital marketing campaigns. Let's just sum it up right here and says it's based on a lot of different variables.
It is, yeah.
And therefore, that's why you need an experienced marketer to actually take a look, not just in front of your page,
but the back of the house.
But the back of the house. And let's track that traffic. Let's see where it's going to. Let's see if it's actually hitting your website if that's your target place. But and the beautiful thing, and I would say this, and we can jump onto the subject.
Yes, honey.
I'm working on something very exciting.
What? That's what you had to say?
Yes.
Okay, well
what
is it, honey?
I'm really figuring out how to infuse social media with the upscale CRM basis.
Oh, that sounds great.
How to turn a hot lead from social media that plugs into a CRM base like Infusionsoft or Salesforce.
He is studying.
And if I connect those dots,
what will happen?
Because it doesn't exist. So I'm just telling people, say, well, no, it doesn't exist.
Right.
You might have to develop some coding to do it, but that's.
Okay.
Okay, we're not even going to.
J.R. Bird, what is on your agenda today? Kimberly, you shared with us your agenda. We had some more people. Sorry, y'all. Indigo, y'all didn't. You got to talk about what's on your agenda today. So the theme of the show is Good Morning Success. We start off by talking about what's on our agenda, and then you guys share what's on your agenda, and we talk about it.
Okay. Well, the topic of the day is
it time for a change?
Is it time for a change?
So is it okay if I set this up, my love?
You always like saying.
Well, I just gotta be, let me tell y'all why I have to be more polite on this show, because everyone who watches the show will usually call us later in the day because we're partnered with or different things we're doing business with, and they always say, "Man, tell my man Demario, I feel for him. Hang in there." And I'd be like, "Oh, am I that bad? I am super nice." Honey, you even said, don't even get.
No, I say it's not as bad as people think. They only see you for an hour in the morning,
and I'm so
I get to see you 23 other hours.
Just because I'm smart and knowledgeable doesn't mean that I'm hard to deal with, right? I'm just kidding. That was crazy. All right, so I'm watching you. You know, I can see you, right? Oh. So Terry, pay-per-click. So she's getting ready to explain to Terry what pay-per-click is. J.R. Bird says, hiring new staff to run my newest venture. J.R., first of all, congratulations. Let me tell y'all about J.R. That man is on the move. He's expanding. He's growing. He has insight for days. Follow him. Connect with him. Very, very smart. I don't even want to say coach. He's like a consultant, trainer, very influential thought leader, and a bad musician. What is this thing where coaches who are really good leading people also have that other side, that craftiness? We talk about that.
Do you know how your mind have to work to be a musician?
Yes, honey.
I don't know. I play by ear, so therefore, when I approach the instrument, I got to learn how to hold it, how to caress it, how to make it sing the way I want to, and how to keep you entertained.
Yes.
So therefore, you put that into a business model. It's the same thing. Me looking for your niche market online is no different than me trying to figure out how to play this latest song on my guitar.
You better speak about it, boy. Speak about it. All right. So, good morning, Nadine.
You know what?
Wait. Oh,
you can't say good morning to everybody.
Go ahead, babe. Go ahead.
Tammy, I just said this last night. Tammy, it's been 48 hours. I like you again.
No, that's not right. Tammy, we are going to go. So in June, once a week, we are going to invite a guest on the show. He did just bring this up. This was his idea. You're so smart.
Well, see, you and Tammy, y'all can come back over because the other day y'all was on your own thing.
Women, take
y'all
notes.
was on your own thing, and I was like, you know what,
ladies,
you and Tammy, no.
This is the key to a healthy relationship, baby. You are so smart. Girl, you gotta let it. It's all his idea.
Well, no, and everybody know from a man's point of view, key to a great relationship, and I have heard this from many elders.
Yes, honey. What is it?
Yes, dear.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yes, dear.
Back on topic.
Words. Okay,
Nadine, good morning. Welcome to Good Morning Success.
When is it time for a change?
Okay, so we're going to talk about it's time for a change. Let me tell you this. We are normally very loose based on this show. We talk about the agenda for the day. We keep it wide open for a reason. We want this to be inclusive. We want y'all to talk back to us. But every now and then we have a thing that we feel we should bring up. So the question for today is it time for a change in your business, in your personal life, maybe in your romantic life? We are going to approach it from business, but the conversation always goes where it needs to go. So the first thing I'm going to ask you to do, my love, I remember we were sitting somewhere. Actually, let me set this up. We were at Burger King one day. We had a long day. We hadn't stopped to eat. We sat down to eat and we started talking, and you gave me something, such a deep perspective that I didn't even think about. You said, I wonder why Burger King, it was something that we were talking about, Burger King versus McDonald's. And then you said, did you realize that McDonald's did away with Playland? So let me set this up. McDonald's did away with Playland. And when he said that, well, he asked me if I knew about it. I said, you know what? I've noticed that. Why? And you gave me some very great insight. So please explain to our, and this is about business and change, and so please explain to them the way you explained to me.
Well, I guess a couple of years, some of you might know, and I'll jump through it right quick. A couple of years, you might have read the Business Journal or New York Times, and it had Ronald McDonald sitting on the front, and it says Ronald McDonald has now been fired.
Fired.
The reason because of that.
Right.
McDonald's was losing money because guess what? All of y'all health conscious people wasn't buying that Big Mac like they was advertising. They wasn't getting it like they used to. So therefore, they was trying to figure out how to increase they models and how to make more money. And at the time, Starbucks was booming.
Listen, y'all, this is good.
So what they did was they actually hired one of the Starbucks corporate leaders to come in and change their motto. And immediately what that person did was he assessed the situation. Mm-hmm. He came in and he said, all of these yellows, reds, and all this funny stuff gotta go.
Y'all hear that?
Earth tones, yes, Wi-Fi, comfortable seats.
Now, wait, say it again, because I should have been. So he said all the colorful, friendly, kitty reds and yellows got to go. And instead he said replace it with what?
Earth tones, Wi-Fi, and comfortable seats, because we want to make this a place where you want to go into McDonald's now and have your meeting.
And your cafe.
But can I finish the thing?
I'm sorry. Go ahead. The listeners.
But anyway,
your latte.
Looking at the menu, he said, now we're going to change this push. We ain't worried about 1 billion sold no more. We're going to take a 30-cent cup of coffee, put some cream on it, change the packaging, and call it a what? A McCafe.
A what, babe?
McCafe.
McCafe.
Now we're going to take that 30-cent cup of coffee, put some whipped cream on it, change the packaging, create a culture.
Culture.
Raise the prices to $1 and some change, and boom, there you have it. After a couple of years after that business model, McDonald's profits soar, and their #1 leading product is the McCafe.
Yep. Am I allowed?
And you know they have burgers already, but most of the people just drive through there to get the McCafe. They come and sit, and guess what? They got Wi-Fi, stools, benches, TVs. Yes. Check it out. Your kids can't go to McDonald's no more and run through the playland like they used to. Ronald McDonald, the fry guy, the cookie something, the burglar. You haven't seen them cats in years.
So our question to you, is it time for a change? Now, I have a story. Is it okay, my love? Are you finished? You know, because I be interrupting because I don't mean to, but I'm so creative that like you'll say something and I'll be like,
you know what that's like. You know, have you ever been at church and the preacher done gave a great sermon, and then the deacon get up and try to give a sermon too?
No, you didn't call me the deacon.
The deacon get up. Well, the preacher like. Okay, we got it.
No, you didn't. My story is about change in the fast food industry too. I'm done. Listen, if that was helpful to you guys, give us some love, some thumbs up. Let us know. And I ask you in your business, is it time for a change? I'm not going to give my story, but I will.
I want to hear.
No, that was that was just. I think I'm going to cry.
No, I didn't.
I'm a deacon. Oh, you know what? Y'all, you guys.
Deacons got powerful roles.
First of all,
deacons.
I'm not the
deacons
deacon.
Last forever.
You know,
Deacons
no.
Last forever.
No.
Forever.
So,
forever.
Listen. So the question is it time for a change in your business? What we mean by that is if you've been doing something the same way and you are not seeing the results that you want, whether it's your personal life, whether it's your love life, and whether it's your business, is it time for a change? So many business owners that I see become married to a model that's not driving them anywhere. They become married to a model because it's what they're capable of, but it's not what they love. And so they try to push this on a market that's not buying. So the most important thing that I share with people is even though you might love something, and even though you might be capable of something in business, you need to ensure there is a market for it. At the end of the day, no matter how you slice and dice it, business is about solving a problem. If it doesn't solve a problem, it's probably a great hobby. Now, I probably stepped on somebody's toes, but it's the truth. It's the reason why when you go to Shark Tank, no matter how snazzy and cool it looks, they're going to say, and I'm sorry, what problem does this solve? Is there enough people with this problem so even if it solves a problem, but it only solves a problem for 10 people, it's still not seen, it's not deemed as a profitable model. So JR says audit, analyze, assess, and make a change if needed. I totally agree.
Well, you know, just like, and I'm pretty sure Kimberly can, depending on how long you've been into the marketing world, I'm pretty sure you know about this. When I started digital marketing, it wasn't even a buzzword. Mm-hmm. This was years ago. They was calling it internet marketing, social media marketing. They was trying to figure out where did it land. Mm-hmm. So therefore, it was a few of us out there in the game, and the clientele was like, bam. The money was like, bam. Mm-hmm. 10 years later, now digital marketing, your person on the street that got 5,000 Facebook fans feel like they are a marketer as well. They want to promote your product and they would charge you $30.
And they feel like anybody can do
it. They feel like, so therefore you had to change up. And also technology changes about every 90 days, the different thing, the new hot buttons and stuff. Yeah. So therefore what was working for me 5-10 years ago, it's not working for me today. I constantly have to learn something new to reintroduce to my same clientele.
Yeah, I agree. And I was going to say, and I don't do necessarily the digital marketing fulfillment. You and I work together on strategizing the marketing plan, but you actually are the brains behind pushing that, honey. But what I was going to say is when I started my business, and I didn't know this, the first 2 years of my business really were about finding the right fit. It was about evolving. And I wish someone had told me that, because every time I change, so Kim says, yep, 18 years, 18 years, digital 8 years. Okay,
gotcha.
Cool. We definitely should connect. But what I was going to say is when I was in business, the first 2 years, things kept evolving. And this is so deep. People on the outside who didn't know me were saying, she's always changing. She's so confused. She's this, she's that. But first of all, that's not your business, right? Secondly, if you are minding your business,
it's not your business.
You can't be minding mine, right? But more importantly, don't ever make somebody feel like they're not allowed to change. Change is so vital to your business in the first 2 years. It is absolutely critical. You have to get in there. The only way to know what works is to try it, right? Even if you could have done all the planning, all the research, but there's a difference between theory and operable, okay? What makes a theory is it hasn't been tested yet. You must test it. So with me, I got in, I had the theory, of course I had the strategic plan, this is what I do, and I got into operation mode, and some things worked well, and some things didn't. And through that 2-year period, I got a very good idea of who I liked working with and who I didn't. Even if I could help a niche market. There were some people that were better than others. I also created standards around payment plans. I'm not going to chase you for a payment. I also learned not to give away too many things for free. We talked about that because all of the people, I had a program one year where I kind of gave some pardons to people that I felt bad for. Do you know all the people who paid $5,000 and up showed up faithfully and in fact complained when the free people didn't show up? Now, they didn't know that they were free, but it gave a negative perception on me. Let me tell you why. Because the free people had no vested interest, so they weren't committed, okay? As a result, they didn't show up. And when they didn't show up, it gave the perception to the $5,000 client that, what are you doing wrong? These people paid $5,000 and didn't show up. In reality, I knew that the people who didn't show up didn't pay, and it really hurt the credibility of my program, and it also just hurt my morale in general. So I've changed some things. I now know what I like over other things, and you only know that by getting out there and doing it. So shame on anybody who ever says, you always changing. What's it going to be today? Let me go through my metamorphosis. It's okay for me to evolve in business.
And you did so great with that change, and I'm so proud of you. Aren't we proud of her?
Boy,
because she know. Because last year I was on the heart. I was like, you gotta change it. You gotta change it. But you know the crazy thing. You can check out what Kimberly's saying. Okay. But the crazy thing is, look who all changed. I want to tell you who changed about every 30 to 45 days and throw something new on you. Cell phone companies.
Yes.
They change about every 30 days. They got a new plan.
Yes.
And if you had the old plan, they don't even call you to let you know that they changed.
Right.
They change because they're always finding new ways to attract new customers. It's no longer about how many minutes you get when you talk or whatever the case may be. It's all about data. What's new, how you can stream things. So therefore they have to constantly change to keep clientele interested, because nobody's worried about the phone call no more. Absolutely. We don't have phones for phone calls. We have phones for everything else we do.
Absolutely. And and then you guys, please so yes to JR. I totally agree with you. Thank you for the love. Kimberly, yes, I agree with you. Everything. And I love that you guys are sharing your experience. Please feel free in the comments to share how you have changed as well and evolved over the years. Like I said, it can be very hurtful for a new business owner who feels judged by their peers that, what is she today? I'll never forget. I'm not going to say who, but I remember when I became the Grow Getter. Now, this was 4 months into starting a new business, and I realized, I said, I can't build my business off of Nicole 360. Now, understand, Nicole 360 LLC is the parent name, behind the scenes, right? It took me 4 months to realize that I wanted that to stay behind the scenes, and now Grow Getter would be about the people. Can I tell you guys a secret? Your business is not about you. It's about the people you serve. I'm going to say it again. Your business is not about you. It's about the people you serve, because you can't keep yourself in business by buying from yourself. Other people buy from you, and they have options. Let me start there. Once I had that kind of epiphany, aha moment, on December 12th, I think it was 2015, I came up with Grow Getter, and I knew I wanted to move forward. And the first time I put a post and I called myself the Grow Getter, and this is about the Grow Getters, because I don't want people to be go getters. I want them to be growth focused. So grow getters, go get your growth on, right? And when I first introduced that concept, a colleague that I respected posted right after me and said, who are you gonna be today? You are always changing. And now, of course, it didn't say my name, but it was ironic, and it made me feel so bad. Now, I was new in business, so my feelings were still a little bit softer, because I came from corporate. I know, honey, we have talked about this, but I came from corporate, and I didn't know it was a rough world in this entrepreneurial market, because they don't rock like they rock. They have different games in corporate. And so when I experienced this, I remember being so discouraged that I logged off, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I was in my feelings about it. And then I realized, if you're busy minding your business, you can't be minding mine. Stop minding my business. Let me do what I need to do. So with that being the case, it is okay to change. It is okay to evolve. Please share your stories of change. Kimberly says, all solutions always lead to marketing solutions and support. Cool. Yes.
Kimberly is my rock star today. I'm telling you, because I'm working with that. I understand that. You know, it's a crazy thing that you talk about change, because even in life that you change. You know, I spent, many years just striving, perfecting my craft as a musician or music producer and things of that nature. You know, stage performing, traveling and touring. You couldn't have told me that I wasn't going to be this top musician. That's all I ever wanted to be. I just strived from a kid on until one day I just got tired of the stage. So I had to change into something, and I created, JDS.
The digital marketing.
JDS Incorporated. So now, moving forward, when people say, well, now you're talking about Grow Getter Digital. Use JDS. You've been JDS for years. JDS stood for Just Do Something. So I tell all the people that's wondering about JDS Incorporated, it just did something.
Just did something.
Had to change up, because you have to reinvent yourself. Sometimes just to excite yourself. Sometimes it's not even about the people.
So JR says, I have multiple loves and passions in business. If I like it and it makes me money, I create it. If I think it will dilute my brand, I just change the brand. Oh, rock star. Look, Kimberly and JR have been absolute rock stars today.
Well,
love y'all.
You cannot be married to things. JR, you probably can relate to this when doing music for other people. And I used to always say, hey, now we created this nice single. Nobody knows you. Nobody knows me. Let's just throw this single out. Let's get everybody to listen to the single. Oh, no, I'm not giving my song away for free. Nobody know you.
Right, but you know,
let's throw it out. Let's do something. Maybe it don't work. We have to change something.
Say it again. Maybe it doesn't work.
And we have to change something, because you're married to it. That doesn't mean it works inside the marketplace.
That is so deep.
We might have to go back and change something, alter it a little bit. Never be afraid to go back to that drawing board.
Ooh, don't get me. Look, I want to rap on time today, because I wanted to talk about Pixar. So let me ask you, because you know the 3 stories that are short but very relevant to this conversation. One is the Pixar story, one is Flipside Cafe, and one is Golden Corral, and it has to do with change and evolution. Which one do you want me to tell? Pixar. Okay, since you told the McDonald's, I'll tell Pixar. So let me say this about change, and then I'm gonna wrap my point for today. And if you have more, darling, please share. But so how many of you all have seen the wonderful movie Finding Nemo? Let me tell you, Finding Nemo came out in, I think, 2000. It was the highest, and still might be to this day. I have to check the statistics. It is the highest grossing animated film of all time. Or at least it was, unless something else has bumped it from that place. Now, that movie, when it came out, just revolutionized animated films, okay? Our kids watched it 100 times. If at the time you didn't buy your kid that video, because I think at the time we had VHS tapes, and then as a parent, you knew every single scene. It was the movie of the year and of the decade, okay? But here's what you don't know about the movie Finding Nemo. The people who produced that movie, the production company, that name is Pixar. What you don't know about Pixar is it took them 10 years to bring that to the market, okay? This is very important, because today we're talking about, is it time for a change? The reason why it took them 10 years, they were trying to get this off the ground way back in 1990, okay? And what happened is they first created it with an amazing rock star team, and they started to shop the concept to all of these different players. One of the major players that I know about was Disney, okay? They went to Disney with what they thought was an amazing script, and Disney said, we don't love it. Now, just imagine, because right there, some of you say, oh, you don't love it? Well, forget you, right? This is deep. So, yeah, checked out the Pixar, and it's great, right, Kimberly? So most of us who need some more growing would have said, well, just forget you. This is good, and I'm keeping this script. But you don't play that game with Disney, because who's the bigger fish, okay? So Disney said, we don't love it. Go and make this change, that change, this change, and that change, and come back. So then the Pixar crew went and made the changes, and then they resubmitted it back to Disney. When they resubmitted it back to Disney, the Disney staff had changed. So the original reviewers of the script had left, and different people have different tastes. So what do you think happened? A new group of people said, we don't love it. Get rid of this, get rid of that, change this. And the Pixar group was like, what? We just spent do you know how much time and work goes into creating this stuff, you guys? So the Pixar group was like, are you serious? So they went and changed it again. They went to shop it back to Disney, and then the budget was on hold, okay? Then by the time it went further out, they came back and they were ready to do business again. But by that time, the Pixar group had changed because people move, they change jobs, they have families, have babies, go away. So now the Pixar group had to recreate, the new group, some of the new players had to recreate that old magic. Understand? My point about change and evolving is you must be willing to go back and tweak the master plan. Okay? This is so deep. Do not get married to your original. That's why there's such a thing called rough draft. Okay? So what happened is now they got different blood, different talent on the team. They have to recreate this magic. By the time all of this was done, now we're into 2000. We're right at 1999, right? Where they released everything and they had the full rights to go ahead and produce the film. It's an amazing story, you guys. If you ever feel like giving up, read the Pixar story, become familiarized with it. It's very, very inspiring, and I hope that it motivates you to know that we all have to evolve. We all have to change. Your first plan doesn't mean it's your best plan. That's why there's an edit. That's why there's a backspace. So, and look, it was it was worth it. My point was, at the end of the day, was it worth it? I'm gonna close with this. What happened before you came doesn't matter if you don't show up to tell the story. Very deep, okay? What if Pixar gave up and they never showed up to tell the story? So I'm going to say to you, everything you're going through, all of your trials and tribulations, all of the times you tweak that master plan, nothing matters if you don't show up to tell the story. So that's what's really, really deep about the Pixar story, and I want you to take that with you as well. So that's my 2 cents on that.
You was closing pretty good. I figured that we had a little bit more to go, but you made such a compelling closing. I was like, how's she gonna just turn down we cutting the car lights off and stuff in, and the music stopped playing? If you don't show up
to tell the story,
it doesn't matter. If you don't show up, no one will even know the story, you know. But you know, and I just wanted to add one thing in.
Yes.
That,
thank y'all for the love.
Sometimes change is not by your own mindset. Sometimes change, you have to change. The market makes you change. And while you was talking, I was thinking about the music CD. Or the companies that created just that audio feel. You know, we started off the cassette tapes, and they had the factories and stuff that, you know, that made the cassette tape radios and everything. And then just imagine you at work one day working on your cassette tape part, your job, and somebody say, "Hey, stop production. Everybody's using CDs now."
Wow.
Now some of y'all have to lose your jobs because of change.
The market.
Then it goes to CDs, and then it goes to, you know, just connecting your phone. Then it's digital thing. Understand how many people had to lose a job, the talents, their skills, their crafts, and everything in order to just stay relevant. Inside the chain. So, I didn't realize when I read the story of the radio how many people lost jobs just simply because of the way that we like listening to music now.
You told me about that.
Factories closed down. Millions of dollars lost because of change.
Right.
So sometimes change is good, sometimes change is bad, but whatever it is, it's still going to change. I was born by the river.
In a little old, I don't remember the way.
Whoa.
Well, listen.
Just like the river, I've been running ever since.
Okay.
It's been a long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Whoa,
all right.
Yes, it is.
So, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in.
It was too hard to live.
I hope this was helpful. If it was helpful, please write Kim, Blockbuster to Netflix. Boom. We talk.
Netflix to Fire Sticks. Boom.
No. What about, where did Redbox fall into this? I thought it was Blockbuster, Redbox, right? Netflix?
No, Netflix.
Oh, thanks, JR.
You know, all of those things in between. But now it's Fire Sticks.
Yeah.
And
we love y'all. Let's do the closing music. What's the closing music?
I don't know. Ba-doom, ba-doom, doom.
Good morning. Success.